Good morning, everyone. I was in bed for about 8 hours since last night. I probably slept 0 hours.
Oh, yeah. Got some corn muffins. We're going to have the easiest lunch today. Cannelli beans.
Good morning, Goo Goos.
I'm doing the pup's jaw.
Hey, Rafael.
Like,
Good morning.
I'm doing the pup's jaw.
So, Abigail has taken a real
Good bath. I just filled it up.
pleasure in playing with this bathtub.
And I'm doing all the chores for it.
She's been playing with it so much.
Huh?
I've never seen her play with one toy this much. But she scribbles, and she paints, and then she washes, and it's like a self-pumping shower bath, so never run out of water. Yeah, it says carefully fill scrub tub, and then color, design, and customize your pup.
And then
Go
this.
ahead.
And then you wash.
Go ahead.
And then dump the water.
This is first,
and then
before that,
wipe.
and then dry,
You can go ahead and play with that, Abigail.
and then dump the water out. Why do we need to dump the water out?
When you're done with it, you dump it out because it's dirty.
Huh? So it really doesn't run out. Hey, get off of there, puppy! No, puppy. Stay in the bathtub.
Now that you make that face, she's gonna want to do it more.
Oh my goodness.
Goo Goos. Be nice.
The puppy's on the sink.
On the shower head?
The puppy's scared.
Why is it called a shower head?
It's a headpiece that you mount to the top.
What does mounts mean?
Mount? You place it on something.
So, like,
but it's meant to
When
go
you land
there.
on something with a helicopter?
It's meant to go there.
Look.
You mount one item to another.
Hi, guys. So today I'm going to paint my handles that go on my top and lower cabinets. They're cute for what they are, but I'm going to upgrade them, modernize them a little bit. We wanted to replace them initially, but when we priced it, we didn't want to spend $50 to $100 just on handles. That wouldn't make that big of an impact. So these are the handles. They're turquoise, and there's a lot of them. I just got this piece of foam out of something that we ordered, furniture or something. I saved it. Actually, I think I want to put it closer to the middle so I don't have any spray back on my... We are eventually going to paint this floor, but not yet. So I don't want to create an ugly project for months to come. I'm gonna spray paint these. So I have 2 bottles of this. I've heard that it does not go very far, so I bought 2. I don't think that I'll use even one of them, but we'll see. I've never used spray paint before, honestly. So this is the color. The cap is the color. This is called Metallic All Surface Paint and Primer Oil Rubbed Bronze from Rust-Oleum. My dad calls it Rust-Oleum.
Nice shirt, by the way.
Thank you. This is from Sachi Monster. Okay, so it told me to remove this. I'm gonna shake it really well. And here's how I have them lined up. And I'll show you the motion I'm gonna spray in. Hopefully it'll work out for me. So I am going to shake this to an inch of its life. Make sure I can't hear anything sticking. And I'm going to spray like this. Like a full swing of golf. Right? We'll see if it works out. It's going to end up on 3 sides, so I will have to probably flip them over twice. I didn't want to do that, but you know, they go all the way around, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to put polycryl sealer on it. I think I'll get a spray paint sealer because I don't want to paint again. I'm so tired of this project. Okay, let's get to it. This is not spraying at all. Oh my God, this is not how I thought it would be. That did not work out how I thought it would. You gotta be up close and personal with this. This is not a gun. So it needs to be real close. And it wasn't coming out very well and it was only blotching it. So you kind of have to be close to it and get in there. I don't want any drips on it, that's the thing. I'm gonna have to be pretty careful not to move quickly, right?
You have to get them from the bottom as well, right?
Yep. Ooh.
There's like an After Effect illusion of the old color, but in person it looks just like spray.
It looks
the
like
bottom still needs
shiny
it.
bronze, really.
The bottom still needs it.
Bottoms?
It's turquoise, yes. So you probably have
Yeah.
to wait and then you have to
Flip
flip
it.
it.
So I did scrub them really, really well, and they still had some kind of gunk on them that's like comes out of metal. I don't know. All of the grime was off though. That's what I wanted. It looks like a very nice finish. I like how that looks. I'm gonna have to spray coat them because my mom says it does rub off eventually. They're handles, so you're gonna handle them all the time, so it's good to like put a clear coat on it. But I think it does look pretty metallic, and when it dries we'll see the full effect. I'm done. I'll wipe the lid. I'm gonna come out and do it again. I put at least 4 light coats on it, and now I'm gonna let it dry. The dog is in so she doesn't touch it. Look, got this game set up. Crazy Cereal, I think is called the name of that game. And this, how cute is that? Abigail, you didn't take your allergy pill. Claritin bubblegum flavor. We are about to work on this, but we're gonna plan out our project for outside. The kids are playing Pokemon and some other thing. I think it's just Pokemon. We're gonna plan out a project for outside. I told you we're gonna start on our outside before even the inside's done, because I'm waiting on this counter to cure up so we can even use it. So then when we are allowed to use it, when it's cure, I'm going to paint the other counter. I'm gonna paint the bathroom floor with the same paint. It's gonna be quite a big project, but I have to wait for that one counter, so, because I literally don't have any counter space to do anything on if I do both of my counters at the same time, so that's not a good idea. But we are going to buy some plants. We're going to buy some gravel to have a sitting area and a fire pit. A new fire pit we're going to dig and make up. My stuff is drying right now. We're going to use our backyard finally. We just mowed it after like a month of rain. It's still kind of wet out here because it did rain yesterday. These are drying really nice. We just have to keep the dog away from them. And as you can see, this is the only area right here that has shade. This is all too hot. We can't live over here. It's hot. Like, even putting my hand out, I can feel the temperature change. It is hot over there. So we have this shady area just around here. And what we want to do with that is have a sitting area and our fire pit. These trees are really high up, so it won't get affected by the fire. And it's nice out here. It's nice and shady. We didn't want to put the trampoline back here because we couldn't watch the kids very well back here. But we do want to have a sitting area where we can sit and hang out right here in the corner. Maybe have some bird feeders. We can sit out and watch the birds, and some water baths for the birds, you know, something pretty out here. It's going to be like a feature. And we're going to do it all on a budget. I've already got like my pavers that were, not pavers, but my stepping stones. They were only $1.50 a piece, and they're big, 12 by 12. We got to plan this out, how many of each thing that we need, because I didn't get enough pavers. I was in my mom's vehicle, and she's like, no, it's not gonna hold, it's too heavy. So we only got 15 at the time, and I believe for 3 different projects I need a total of 40 altogether, and I don't even know if we can hold over 30 in our vehicle, so they are pretty heavy. So we're gonna count this stuff out and see what we need. Florida. So I'm trying to sit down so I can write out what I need as I'm looking at it. Where'd it go? Ah, there it is. Butterfly. Ah, it's a monarch. What is that? That noise. Yeah, but one? Cascada? Is it Cascada? That's one? It's loud. Got one right there and one right there. Aren't they pretty? I love lizards. Love them. Are you on focus? Oh, ain't it pretty? So pretty. Yes, I did have pet lizards. I've had probably 4 or 5 of them in my life. Ooh. He's attracting a female companion for the next 10 minutes. I just love reptiles. We got a new electric meter not too long ago, but for some reason the guy still has to come in the yard. He beeped the horn the other day and we let him in. He was kind of scared of the dog. I don't know if he's a new guy or whatever, but he was kind of scared of the dog, so he beeped the horn at us. Or maybe we've just always had the dog in the house. Anyway, I am going around the yard and looking for things that need repair. I don't know if I want to use mulch in front of here. It would probably take like 10 bags just to do the front. It rains so much that I don't know if it's a good idea to use mulch here, and plus there's a lot of leaves that accumulate here, so I'm not sure. This is actually going to get finished, and my mom's like, put mulch. But then we got to thinking it's gonna get so wet and dirty that we're thinking maybe we should just fill it in with gravel and just have them closer together. I want to extend this out to here and probably put gravel in it. I wish that grass would grow there, it just will not. And this is like, the dog dug a hole, so this actually fell off, and she keeps digging holes. So we're thinking, like, do we put mulch here? You know, fill it up with dirt and then put mulch. I see there's a stepping stone back there. I guess the other owner had the same problem. Maybe he had a dog. These look to be drying nicely. And here's the stepping stones that I got when I was with my mother. I was admiring this. Oh my God. A zebra butterfly. Oh, it's beautiful. Anyway, I was admiring this mushroom. Look at that butterfly, it's so pretty. I love it. See, I'm going all around the house to look for stuff so we can do this once. Admiring this mushroom. And it had numbers on it. I was like, wow, cool. We have so many mushrooms, I thought, wow, that looks like one you can eat. We're in the hot zone right now, getting boiled alive. Okay, it's all coming to fruition now. Father's Day is tomorrow. I will probably post the Father's Day video in real time. We are a little bit delayed right now by a couple of days, which is fantastic, because we need to be a little bit ahead, because hopefully we are going to be traveling soon. I want to be traveling with Zeb and my mother, and we're going to need a few days in advance to do that, because we might stay over somewhere. I'm not sure. Yeah, we've only been driving for 10 minutes. It's their nap time though, honestly. It's extremely hot outside. We both had to freshen up because we were full of sweat, and we stayed outside for probably about an hour, but full of sweat. It's going to be a very nice place back in the back, and we're going to make it as nice as possible for as cheap as possible, because we want to actually use our yard. We're staying home, you know, a lot, and we want our kids to play outside. And right now, because it's been so rainy, we haven't allowed them to even go outside because it's muddy and dirty and kind of gross. So we want to fix that and give them a place. We're going to put Abigail's dirt, her turtle, out in the back, and make them a little play area that's actually not so wet, just so we can use the yard all year round and not just a couple months that it's not raining. It's just, it rains so much. I never experienced this, but I do love the rain. I guess I am getting what I always asked for, because we lived for 10 years in Israel, his whole life, 10 years for me, and we lived with very little rain every year, 1 to 4 times a year, sometimes none.
Desert life.
Desert life. So I guess I'm getting what I always wanted, a lot of rain. Yeah, you have to be very careful what you ask for. Very careful. I've learned that in life. I was like, let me get a man who's a... Bless you.
Sorry.
Let me get a man who's an on-the-road trucker, you know. I see him 1 week a year. or something like that, one week a month. Or let me get a man who's a police officer. That's what I prayed for, right? Well, I got an Israeli army guy, so that was weird. But I did get what I asked for, just in a weird type of way.
Yeah, work 12 to 14 hours a day.
Yeah.
Away from home for at least 12 to 14 hours a day.
Yeah. And now we're actually working together at home, and we have had to learn how to, well, we've had to relearn who we are. And I'm sure that everybody who has stayed home with their spouse actually has to find out about them, because working spouse is different than stay-at-home spouse and working spouse. You know what I mean? So if you're both working at home, it's a little stressful, and we've both had to like relearn each other, because I know him as working out of the house for many hours a day and only getting to see him very little. Same with the kids, you know, they never really got to see him very much, and now that he teaches them and everything, so it's working out well for everybody. But we've had to like relearn who we are and find out what we like, and you know, it's different, and I'm sure everybody has experienced that now, since everybody has to stay home for the virus. So it's either a good thing, because I've seen people get divorced recently. So they figured out, hey, we're not compatible.
Yeah, even some of our friends.
Yeah, actually. So I've seen people get divorced recently.
My sinuses are bad today.
Oh yeah, he woke up with bad sinuses. His face was all swelled up when he woke up. I was like, yeah, you look great. And he was like, he couldn't even see.
Look at that.
Anyway, yeah.
Land Cruiser. Let's get one of those here.
Land Cruiser. That's his favorite car. Of course it is. All right, so we're gonna go pick up just a few things. We need just a few rocks for the dog to stop digging under the fence. That is essential. And so we need to get bags of rocks, and it's like $3.97 a bag, which is not bad, but it doesn't go too terribly far. And we need to get some more stepping stones, which are $1.50 a piece, and I'm really excited about that. You know, you would think that they would be much more expensive than that, but they're this thick, and 12 by 12, $1.50 a piece. That's a pretty good price in my opinion. We're in town now, I get to look around. Okay, we're going to Home Depot, and it's going to be our first outing since the lockdown for the kids. They have not been in a store for 4 months, something like that. How long has it been? They have not been in a store. It's crazy, but they've been waiting in the car. I need Hadar to lift up these bags of rocks, so he must come in, therefore the kids need to come in. But it's Home Depot. We're gonna be outside.
Yeah. All right.
Are you up, guys? Let's go.
Get your masks on.
Woo! All the way over there. See that big container guy? Yeah. There's nobody here. Okay, there's like hardly anybody out here because it's burning up. If you can't tell, I'm sweating a good deal. So we were able to shop without having people around. That was pretty cool. Look how pretty and unique that one is. What even is that? That is a $5.98 perennial. Golden shrimp plant. Yeah, I can see that. I love purple plants like that. That's pretty. I just wanted to tell you that every day Alexa reminds me to wash clothes, and every day she reminds me to dry them. Now it's been a big bad habit that I have to not dry the clothes, and then they get sour smelling, and then you have to rewash them, so it's a waste. Look how that sun is beating off of that fence, and now I'm red. It's a pretty, very pretty day out today though. So anyway, very pretty day. Got my cabinet handles painted, yay. Got the projects, my next project to work on outside. We do definitely have to reroute the water that puddles here.
Hello, Daddy.
So Hadar is done. He needs to take another shower now.
Don't touch me, please. Full of sweat.
Full of sweat.
The vacuum real quick, please.
Oh,
Okay.
it's gonna vacuum the car out.
I'll get
Oh, you
it.
bring it for Daddy? Thank you.
I'm a big helper so I can get big games.
He is. Oh, so he can get big games. Okay. He is a big helper. Kitty, you can stay back. She's trying to get out the door right now. Oh, let me show you the fort. We have a fort.
I'm a small helper.
Yeah, you are a helper. You're a big
Yay.
helper too.
If you're
And a
helper,
princess
can you
castle.
Pick up the castle and put it together.
All right, we're letting all the air out. So.
Yeah, all the air is going out. It's cold in here, hot out there. We are going to do some homeschool. We moved the desk, Raphael's painting desk. We moved it in here because we're gonna start homeschool this year.
Never touch the black.
Sorry.
Rudy's dreaming.
She's dreaming about the world's best dogs.
I really just want to go on a bike ride. That's all I ever needed to do here.